Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to an enlightening journey through the world of property pricing. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and share our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. As we embark on this journey, let's cast our minds back, way back, to the dawn of property pricing. Picture a time when land was plentiful and cheap. This was a time when property pricing was a concept as fledgling as the communities beginning to form around the world. But as these communities grew, so did the value of the land they occupied. Now, what sparked this growth? Well, let's delve a bit deeper. One of the most significant factors that led to the rise in property prices was population growth. As the number of people increased, so did the demand for land. More people meant more houses, more farms, more businesses, all of which required land. Alongside population growth, we witnessed the birth of industrialization. This was a time of great innovation and development, where factories and industries sprung up, bringing with them a surge of employment opportunities. Naturally, people flocked to these industrial hubs, increasing the demand for property and causing a steady rise in property prices. Yet another catalyst was urbanization. As civilizations progressed, so did the allure of city life. The promise of better opportunities, better infrastructure, and a better lifestyle lured people from rural areas to the cities. This mass migration put a strain on the available land, causing property prices to skyrocket. So, the dawn of property pricing was not merely a result of land becoming scarce. It was a complex interplay of population growth, industrialization, and urbanization, which together created a demand for property that far outstripped supply. So the seeds of today's property market were sown centuries ago in the fertile ground of growing economies and expanding cities. Moving on from the dawn of property pricing, let's explore how it evolved over time. Our journey begins with the introduction of property valuation methods. In the early days, property was often valued based on simple factors such as size and location. But as societies grew and economies developed, the need for a more robust system became apparent. This led to the birth of the real estate appraisal process. An appraisal essentially is the process of determining the value of a property. Factors such as the condition and location of a property became key parameters in its valuation. The emergence of licensed appraisers and the development of different levels of certification added a layer of professionalism and credibility to this process. As we moved into the 20th century, the real estate industry began to take shape. Real estate transactions became more frequent, and the necessity for accurate property appraisals grew. This period also saw the introduction of various approaches to property valuation, including the sales comparison approach, income approach, and cost approach. Each of these methods brought a new perspective to property pricing, allowing for a more comprehensive understanding of a property's value. But property pricing wasn't just influenced by industry practices. Economic cycles played a significant role too. Periods of economic boom saw property prices skyrocket, while downturns often led to a drop in prices. These fluctuations reflected the dynamic nature of property pricing, reminding us that it's not just about bricks and mortar, it's also about market forces and economic conditions. And that takes us to the modern era, where property pricing has become a complex science, influenced by a multitude of factors. From local amenities and infrastructure to market trends and global economic indicators, today's property prices are the result of a finely tuned process that continues to evolve. Now, let's look at the current state of property pricing. In the grand scheme of things, property pricing today is like a complex piece of machinery with multiple cogs and wheels influencing its overall operation. The trends in property pricing vary greatly across different regions, each with its unique set of factors driving the market. In thriving urban areas, for instance, property prices are often on an upward trajectory. The demand for housing and commercial spaces in these regions is fueled by a growing population and the promise of economic opportunities. Here, location plays a crucial role in determining property prices. Properties in the heart of the city or near major business hubs fetch a higher price than those in the outskirts. On the other hand, in more rural or less economically active regions, property prices tend not to see such steep climbs. The demand in these areas is often less intense, resulting in more stable, sometimes even stagnant property pricing. But it's not just location that affects property prices. The type of property in question also plays a significant role. Single-family homes, apartments, commercial spaces, and vacant land all have different valuation parameters. The condition of the property, its age, and the amenities it offers are also considered when setting a price. Furthermore, we can't ignore the impact of broader market conditions and government policies. The health of the economy, interest rates, and housing regulations can all sway property prices. For example, a booming economy can stimulate demand for properties, driving up prices. Conversely, during an economic downturn, property prices may fall as demand weakens. Government policies like tax incentives for first-time homebuyers or zoning laws can also significantly influence property pricing. For instance, a policy promoting affordable housing may put a cap on how much prices can rise in certain areas. So, you see, the current state of property pricing is a delicate balance of numerous factors, each playing its part in the grand orchestra that is the real estate market. Today, property pricing is a dynamic field, constantly shifting with changing market trends and economic conditions. Having explored the past and present, it's time to gaze into the future of property pricing, a future shaped by various factors from urbanization and climate change to technological advancements. Each of these elements holds the potential to redefine the landscape of property pricing. Urbanization, for instance, is a trend that's been on the rise for decades. As more people migrate to cities in search of opportunities, the demand for housing in urban areas will continue to climb. This trend could lead to a surge in property prices in densely populated areas, creating a ripple effect that influences the value of properties in surrounding regions. On the other hand, the imminent threat of climate change casts a shadow of uncertainty over the future of property pricing. Areas prone to extreme weather events or rising sea levels may see a decrease in property values as the risks associated with owning property in these regions become more apparent. This could lead to a shift in property investment strategies with more focus on climate-resilient locations. And then there's the factor of technological advancements. The rise of smart homes, for instance, could potentially revolutionize property pricing. Properties outfitted with the latest tech could command higher prices, while those lacking may see a decrease in value. Similarly, advances in construction technology could make it cheaper and more efficient to build new properties, possibly leading to a decrease in property prices. But the future is not without its challenges. Economic fluctuations, policy changes, and market uncertainties are all factors that could influence property prices. And while these challenges present risks, they also offer opportunities for savvy investors who can navigate the ever-changing landscape of property pricing. The future of property pricing, then, is a complex tapestry woven from a multitude of threads. It's a future that's as unpredictable as it is exciting, offering both opportunities and challenges for investors. The key lies in understanding these trends, adapting to them, and making informed decisions. And as we move forward, it's clear that the journey of property pricing is far from over. The future of property pricing is as unpredictable as it is exciting, offering both opportunities and challenges for investors. Finally, let's tackle the million-dollar question. Is property the best investment for the future? Well, like all investments, property comes with its own set of advantages and challenges. On the sunny side, property investment often holds the potential for significant capital growth. As populations increase and cities expand, the demand for property can drive prices up, offering investors a handsome return. Moreover, property is a tangible asset. It's something you can see, touch, and even put to use. You can rent it out for a steady stream of rental income, which can be a nice cushion for your finances. However, it's not all roses. Investing in property also carries its share of risks. Property markets can be volatile, and prices don't always go up. There can be periods of stagnation or even decline. Plus, unlike stocks or bonds, you can't sell off a small part of your property if you need cash. It's an all-or-nothing deal. Additionally, there are maintenance costs and property taxes to consider, which can nibble away at your profits. Then there's the question of location. A property's value can be heavily influenced by its surroundings. Proximity to amenities, the quality of local schools, and even the state of neighboring properties can all impact your property's worth. So, choosing the right property in the right location is crucial. In conclusion, property can indeed be a lucrative investment, but it's not without its complexities. It's not simply about buying low and selling high. It requires careful planning, thorough research, and a good understanding of the market. While property can be a profitable investment, it's important to do thorough research and consider your personal circumstances before jumping in. Well, that brings us to the end of our journey through property pricing. We started from the dawn of property pricing, explored its evolution, and pondered over the current state of affairs. We projected into the future, probing whether property stands as the best investment. The journey has shown us that property pricing is a complex, dynamic field influenced by a myriad of factors. Understanding its intricacies can unlock great potential for investment. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found this video informative and interesting. Until next time, goodbye and take care.